Hey everybody, who's excited? So great to have you all jumping online. Thank you for being on time. So I am Kick-Ass Kylie. For those of you who don't know me, jump in the chat, say hello, let me know where you're dialing in from. And I'm super excited to have you online. And I would love you if you can pop in the chat. Hey Anthony, great to have you on, buddy. And let me know if you can hear me, if you can see the screen. Just want to make sure we're all good. Just going to get some timber happening in the background. Alrighty. So, great to have you guys on. Okay. So I'm just going to give one more minute just to let everybody log in. And we will get kick-started super soon. And while we're just waiting for a few more people to log in, let me know, why are you here? What would you love to get out of this training today to totally set you up for success and make 2019 your best year yet? All right, I can see a bunch of you logging on now. Welcome. Just gonna kill that music. It's just a little bit loud, actually. Okie dokie. Well, I am going to honour and respect each of you who have jumped online and you are here on time. So I want to kick off, and I firstly just want to say congratulations on choosing to make this your best life. Congratulations on choosing World Ventures to create a life on your terms. So just want to quickly introduce me and why you should listen to me today. So I have been a part of World Ventures for 3.5 years. My name is Kylie Courtie. I'm also known as Kick-Ass Kylie, the happy holiday girl. And I saw this when I was in a really dark space. So I was introduced to World Ventures 3.5 years ago, but just before that, we actually had a gym franchise. So we bought a gym, we franchised, we grew to 13 clubs. We were so stressed out. We were working our butts off. We might have had an income, but we certainly didn't have a life. And I was just so disconnected from my husband. I'd woken up in a life I didn't sign up for, and my kids were screaming out for my attention. And I don't know if you can relate to that. And I just wanted to run away and live in Bali. And so it's interesting how the universe works. And short time after that, we actually lost our business. Overnight, we had no business, no income, and we also had no plan B. So when I saw this, it was a really dark time. We didn't know how we were going to put food on the table, let alone have holidays. So when I first saw this, I liked the idea of the holidays. I thought they looked amazing and I absolutely loved to travel, but we had no income. And so I focused on the business. We hit the first rank of senior rep in about 6 months, I think. Might have been a little bit, might have been 7 months. And then 6 months after that, we hit the rank of director. And we are just so blessed to be part of this amazing community. The beautiful people that we have met is just amazing. We now have friends all over the world. I'm now a full-time mum. I'm homeschooling / world schooling my children, so living the laptop lifestyle. But here's the cool thing. We have had 27 amazing holidays, and I'm more in love with my husband and connected than ever before. And now we just have, it's like we were given hope again. Now we totally know that all of our dreams and so much more than we could ever dreamed of is now possible thanks to World Ventures. So I just want to acknowledge you for, first and foremost, being part of our World Ventures family. And secondly, I want to acknowledge you for being on this training today. So sometimes we can get really confused and overwhelmed when it comes to building this business. And a big part of that is we overcomplicate it. And I know myself, when I started, I wanted to go reinvent the wheel. You know, I'd worked in business, I'd worked as a coach, and I'd done some online marketing. So, I thought, what do they know? I'm going to do it my way. And success leaves clues. So it's super important in this business. If you want success, we need to copy the leaders who are already successful. And the key that is absolutely common with all of the top leaders in this company is they plug into the system. We have a simple, proven system, back to basics, nuts and bolts, and that is what we're going to cover today. So if you are ready to totally expand your team, expand your business, and set yourself up for success to make 2019 your best year yet, type in the chat box, say yes, best year yet, so that I can see who are those people who are totally determined and ready to rock this year. So we're going to cover the simple system today. And here's the really cool thing. The company has provided all the tools for us. So I don't need to actually do the training as such. What I'm going to do is I'm going to point you to the tools, and then you can also use those with your team. So without further ado, Anthony's like, yes, best year yet. Go, you good thing. What about everybody else? Is this not going to be your best year yet? Come on, don't be shy. Find the chat button and say yes, that you're going to make this your best year yet. Alrighty, so let me just share my screen here. This could be scary. You're going to get to see my desktop. If I can, what am I doing? I've got all these options that I don't normally get. Oh, there we go. Cool, desktop. So you don't have to be a super tech superstar to be able to do this business. Alrighty, so let's go. I think it's here. Yep, here we go. And just on that, who did the homework? Who jumped on and actually downloaded the fast start? Did anyone do that? Let me know in the chat. Alrighty, so let me know in the chat if you can actually see my screen. I'm just going to check that now. Inspired Traveler. Oh yeah, let's smash it. I love it. Alrighty. So what you can see here, you can see this URL, and I would love you to write this URL down. So you can see there it says www.worldventures.biz/getting started. Now, if you haven't seen that link before, OMG, the company puts everything together for us, so we don't need to waste our time creating training and tools. We have the best of the best creating them for us, so we can simply use them and share them, point and click, which makes your job simpler. So as an independent representative of World Ventures, our job is to simply share this with people. That's it. And enroll new customers and reps into our team. And then we just want to point them to the system and plug them into the training. So how simple is that? Like, it's so, so cool. And what that allows you to do is duplicate your business and grow quickly. So who would like to grow quickly? Would that be cool? Who wants to rank up for the next event? Our next event is Momentum, and we're going to talk about that in just a sec. So everything I'm going to show you today, I don't have a fancy PowerPoint. I'm literally just pointing you to the tools, because I want you immediately after this video that you will be able to go and share this with your team and help new people get started as well. So what you can see there in front of us, and in case for those new people who've just jumped on, you can see here worldventures.biz/getting started. So this is our World Ventures system to help you build your business. Okay, so our system is a simple 4-step process, which is called Isee. So I stands for invite, S stands for share or present, E is enroll, so actually enrolling someone, helping them get started, and E is educate. And this is part of educate, plugging your team into the system and basically training them, educating them in how to build this business. Now, our only job is to help someone get started and do this basic Isee training, and then we want to plug them into our big training events and our online training with our Advantage program. So before we run through the Isee program though, I just want to share one quick mistake that most people make when it comes to this business. And I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a moment, and welcome to all of those extra people who've just logged on. So actually pop in the chat, what do you think is the number one mistake most people make when it comes to this business? Who's got some suggestions and ideas? Be interesting actually to hear what you think is the biggest mistake. Everyone's being shy in the chat box today. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Pop some comments in there. All right, well, I will let you know. And it's this, it's our mindset. We think that we know how to do it. We overthink it. We get scared. We wonder about what other people think. And that all comes to mindset. Yes, Anthony, that is so true, not inviting, but why do people not invite? And typically that comes back to mindset. So mindset, let's just have a quick conversation about that, and then we're going to jump straight into the Isee system. Whatever you think is what you're going to get. Thoughts become things. Whatever you focus on expands. So if you focus on this is going to be hard, if you think, oh, that person's not going to like it, or oh, I don't know how to do this, or oh, and all of those negative thoughts, beliefs, concerns, fears, that's going to hold you back from doing this business. And I just want you to remember, for those of you who ever learned how to drive a car, do you remember the first time you got in a car? Like it felt awkward. You were so like, oh, what do I do this? And where's that? And oh, how do I turn on the indicator? And, you had to think about it. It was weird, right? And it would have been awkward. Well, every master was once a disaster. And think back to that first time that you started learning to drive a car. It's exactly the same with this business. It's exactly the same when you start anything new. And, you've got to be a disaster first. You've got to get those sucky ones out of the way, and then you'll be a success out the other side. So today is all about giving you that simple system, but I just want you to be really mindful as we go through this. What is this doing? Are you being open and coachable? Are you being excited? And are you focusing on what you want? What were your dreams and goals? Why did you join World Ventures? So I just wanted to set up that training today with that. And our minds work much like a parachute. They work much better when they're open. So let's all open our minds and type yes in the chat if you are ready to rock with our Isee training. Do I get a yes? Yes, 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 yes. I've got a few private messages saying yes, awesome. And welcome to all of those extra peeps who've just joined on. Rosemary says yes, yes, yes. Go girlfriend, awesome stuff. Okay, let me go back to sharing my screen. Oops, here we go. Share. Okie dokie. Can everybody see Isee on the screen? Just go back to this chat. Yes, brilliant. Alrighty, let's rock. So the first thing with Isee, you want to make sure that you actually write down this link, worldventures.biz/getting started. And you can see here, this is a almost 7-minute video. So when you go here, there's a link to quick coach videos as well. You can download this, and this is what you should have every one of your new customers and reps listening to on their drive home, because how we start this will completely determine, are we setting our new people up for success, or are we setting them up to fail? So Isee. So you can watch that video later, but please, please, please write that down. If you don't have a notepad and pen, grab your phone, make sure it's on airplane mode, no distractions. But make that a homework item from this training, that you're going to go to that link and you're going to watch that video. So that's the first thing. Alrighty, so let's quickly go down here. Look at this sheet, getting started right. How awesome is this? So if you want to be successful, you want to follow our success cycle. And it's just simple steps repeated over and over and over again. And again, people overcomplicate this business. It is so simple. We reach out and invite people. We show them the information. If they like it, we enroll them and we plug them into our training so that we can educate them. That's it. Invite, share, enroll, educate. That is our system. And if you're focusing on anything other than that, You are wasting time, which is going to cost you time and money. And remember, going fast is fun, slow sucks. So you can go off on your own, try and figure it out and do this the hard way, or you can plug into our simple success system and fast track your success. And I don't know about you, but I think fast is cool because I like to have fun. So first and foremost, let's focus on the first step here, which is invite. Now, I'm just going to see if I can expand my screen. Whoops, yes. How cool is that? Love it when the technology works. Alrighty. Now, we have quick coach training videos for absolutely everything in this business. And you can see there, it actually says inviting fundamentals. So when we click, whoops, you can download this sheet. As you can see, you can print it off. So inviting fundamentals, what is it that we need to know about inviting? Now, we have a quick coach video that explains how to do that. Now, if you remember, I'm just going to see if I can click back here. Up here was a link to all of our quick coach videos. Now, our quick coach videos are also in our Dream Trips app. So you can go to your app, click more, rep tools, and all of those quick coach videos will be there. And you can also access them from here. And if you're like me and you just love YouTube, you can actually go, here we go, I've already looked it up. So you can actually go to our World Ventures YouTube channel and all of those quick coach videos are there as well. And what's really cool about this is you don't have to try and train your team. Like, not everybody is a great trainer. You might miss something out. So again, point to the tools, keep it simple. So when you enroll your brand new person, they can just go off and they'll be able to duplicate this straight away. And here's the cool thing, that is called leverage, because your business is not held back by you. You want to get yourself out of the way, because if you need to do every single training session, help every single person, do everything in the business, then you're going to keep your business small. So it's all about empowering your team with the tools, which is plugging them into the system so that they can go do this as fast as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to come back to this sheet. So quick coach videos. So there is another piece of homework I want you to do, is watch the inviting fundamentals video. Now, when we're inviting, we want to start off with our hot market. So what is our hot market? Our hot market are the people that we know, love, and trust. They're the people that if you rang them, they're going to know who you are because their number is probably going to be in their phone. And they're people who, if you talk to them just by hearing your voice, they're going to know who you are. So that's what we call the hot market. Now, why do we start with the hot market? Well, they already know you, they already trust you, they already love you. And so, of course, they're going to be open to, finding out what it is that you're doing, as long as you do it right. Now, the key to this is don't be weird. If all of a sudden you ring up and you're not following the system and you're going crazy, they're going to wonder what the heck is going on with you. So you can see here, we've got a system straight away on how to invite your hot market. So let's just say it was mum. Hey mum, are you home? Like, that's what we would normally text, right? Not, hey mum, I've got something that I need to share with you. When have you got 1 hour to be out? Like, that would just be weird with your mum, right? So, or for me, if I was going to text one of my girlfriends, hey babe, what's up? Or hey babe, what are you up to right now? Or hey babe, have you got 30 minutes? That's how I would talk to my friends. Or hey beautiful, what are you up to in an hour's time? When I started this business, I came out of my first training. So I think I'd been in this business for 3 weeks. And I went to my first training. It was a 1-day regional training event, an RTE. And F. Rossini was the trainer. And she taught us how to invite, which was literally, are you free for coffee tomorrow at 3 p.m? That was the invite. So I changed it a little bit. So I was sending this to a lot of people. I sent out 100 texts. So in my message, hey superstar, you free for coffee tomorrow at 3 with a question mark. And I sent it to 100 people. Now, the next day at 3 o'clock, there was a big travel party. So I was just going to meet whoever wanted to come, have a coffee with me, and then we would watch the travel party together. Now, I only had 2 people who were available tomorrow at 3, but from that one text that I sent out to 100 people, I was able to set up 30 coffee dates over the next 2 weeks. But in that first next week, I joined 8 people just from sending that one simple text message, hey, superstar, you're free for a coffee tomorrow at 3. I even had people texting me back going, who is this? Or, you know, I live on the Sunshine Coast, or, where are you? I'm in Melbourne. So, but it was cool. Like, it was just a conversation starter. It wasn't weird because that's how I would normally talk to my friends and contacts anyway. So however you would normally communicate, you just want to do this the same. Now, I want to check in. How are we going with mindset? Because if you're already going, oh, it's too hard, I don't know how to do this, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to call BS. That is your bullshit story or your belief system. So you want to switch it. Turn that into more empowering thoughts of, yes, I can do this. Yes, I'm going to give it a go. Yes, I'm going to learn how to do this. So you already know how to invite people. If you have ever been on a date, if you have ever had a barbecue at your home, if you are married, you had to invite someone to marry you. So we all know how to invite. It's just applying the exact same principles to this business. But do you know in there, let's just have a look at this one text message. Hey, mum, you home? Cool, I'm coming over. Now, is your mum going to go, why are you coming over? What do you want to go through with me? What are we going to talk about? Of course not. She's going to go, sure, I'll put the kettle on. Great, I'll make a cake. That's what mums do. Or, you know, hey, GF, hey, girlfriend, or hey, sister, you home? Yes? Awesome. I'll bring a bottle of wine. I'll see you in 20. Like, that's how we communicate, right? So it's that simple to invite. So stop overcomplicating it. And notice in there is no mention of, I'm going to sit down and show you a World Ventures presentation. Like, when you catch up with a friend for coffee, do you actually sit down and type out an agenda of what you're going to talk about when you go to coffee? No, you just say, hey, you want to catch up for coffee? So we're going to get into that part in a moment. But for now, all we're going to do is invite. This is about you connecting with the people who you know, love and trust. Don't be weird. And I'm just going to say, if you are not so freaking excited about what we have, and especially right now for $99, you probably shouldn't be in this business anyway. So pay attention, get excited, never quit. They are the 3 rules from our mentor, Mr. Mark Aceta. So get excited. Hey, mum, you're home? Awesome. I'm coming over. I'll see you in 20 minutes. And it's as simple as that to set up an appointment. That is the invite. We're inviting, we're not presenting. So you could do that over the phone. You could also do it via a text message. You could even do it via a private message on Facebook. Again, however you normally do something is how you should do this as well. So if you normally call and then all of a sudden you're sending this big long email, that would be weird, right? So again, however you normally communicate with your hot market, your family and friends, that is how you should communicate for the invite. Alrighty. 2-step text. Now, again, there are quick coach videos that will give you the scripts and so forth. But again, just follow the system. It's so simple. So could you do coffee this week? Or when I usually send a text message, I'll say, hey, when are you free to catch up for a coffee this week? Or, hey, when are you free to catch up for a wine this week? Or, hey, haven't seen you for ages. When's a good time this week to catch up? Like, it's so, so simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And then, sure, tomorrow works. Great. How about, you know, cafe name at 5:30? Great. See you then. Now, they might say, what's up? And you could just reply with too much to text, see you tomorrow at 5:30, or OMG, so excited, I've got something huge that I want to share with you, see you tomorrow at 5:30. And that's it. It is so, so, so simple. Now, the cool thing about texting or doing it via private message on Facebook is if someone sends you a question and you're not sure how to answer it, of course you can buy yourself some time. You can then reach out to your upline sponsor or leader to go, I had someone send me this question back, like, oh, what can I do? Now, this today is all about helping you build your business. So we are here to help and support you. So we are going to do some invites super soon. So if you don't already have a list, we're going to cover that in a second as well. But I want you to just think, who is one person that you would love to share this business with that you could actually reach out to right now? Now, I know now, whoa, shit just got real. Now we're going to do something. Here's the key to training, guys. It's one thing to learn how to do something, but to do and not to know and not to do is actually not to know at all. Because it's not about having knowledge, it's about having applied knowledge. So I see all the time, I love personal development. I go to so many personal development trainings, but then I allocate whatever the time I allocated to do the training, I allocate the same amount of time to implement the training, to take action, because it's the action that's actually going to help you achieve your dreams and goals. It's not attending the training. So, hey, I want to acknowledge you. You're already in the top 3% because you showed up today to the training. But now I want you to be in the top 1% where you are going to take action and implement the training. And that is why I'm called Kick-Ass Kylie, by the way. Okay, so who's your one person? Who do you want to reach out to right now? Because today we have 3 online presentations. So Sydney, New South Wales, Melbourne time. It's going to be 2 p.m, 4 p.m, 6 p.m. It's exactly the same link to jump onto those presentations. It is what it was to jump onto this training. So kyliecourtie.com/Super Saturday. And you can get your friends to jump online at 2, 4, and 6 p.m. tonight. And I'm going to take them through a presentation, which is amazing because I get to do all the hard lifting for you. All you got to do is invite. So let's go back to this hot market. You could text someone right now. So, hey, mum, you're free at 2 o'clock. Or, hey, mum, what have you got going on at 2 o'clock? Or, hey, mum, what are you up to this afternoon? Because we've got the whole afternoon, right? Or, hey, beautiful. Hey, babe. Hey, whatever you call your friend. Hey, mate. Hey, bud. What's up? What are you doing this afternoon? Or, hey, what's going on this afternoon? Or, hey, are you free to catch up this afternoon? Now, you can send them the link just before we're about to go online, so you can invite that way. Or here's my favorite thing, wherever you live, invite them to come round to your place. Hey, what are you doing this afternoon? Want to come round at 3 o'clock for some beers? What are you doing tonight? Come round for dinner. Pop over at about 5 o'clock. And then they're in your home, and then, oh my gosh, there is something really cool I want to show you. And then you get them in front of your computer side by side at your home at 2, 4, and 6 p.m. It is that simple. And then I'm going to hold your hand and help you all the way. Is that cool or is that cool? All right, I'm going to just check in the chat box right now. So let me know who has already reached out to somebody. Who is going to invite someone? I'm going to leave the chat box open there. And see, chat box is going quiet, team. Come on. This is about you taking action. Remember, this is the time for you to shine. We are here to help and support you. So what's the worst thing can happen? Like if you're going back into that negative mindset again, stop it. That is going to stop you from achieving anything that you want. So we want to get in action straight away. We're just inviting one person. Hey, what are you up to this afternoon? That's all I want you to text. You can send it to more people if you like. And once you've done that, I want you to pop it into the chat so that I can acknowledge you for taking action. So who's that one person that you've been thinking? And I know there's one person that's popping into your head right now. Who is that one person that you can reach out to? And if you're watching the replay to this, you can do this at any time because then you can just press play on a presentation. And I can even show you in a moment how you can use the tools, the videos that we already have available to you if you don't have live presentations like we do today. Okie dokie. So that is essentially all I want to cover with inviting. Actually, no, I want to cover what not to do with inviting. So you don't want to verbally diarrhea all over your friends. This is not a presentation. This is literally an invite to catch up, an invite to see the information. So that is really, really important that you don't start fire hosing people over the phone and trying to present and explain it all to them. We are just inviting. Hey, what are you doing this afternoon? Hey, you're free tomorrow for a coffee. That's it. Keep it simple, superstar. Alrighty. So do we all agree that we're not going to overcomplicate this? We're not going to overthink this. We're also not going to have a crystal ball and prejudge who is going to like this. Because guess what? Before I got shown this, my ego was the size of Texas and I hated network marketing. But that was my BS, my bullshit story, my belief system. But do you know what? It took the person who shared this with me 8 times that they reached out to me before I actually sat down on my computer and watched a presentation very similar to how we're doing this training right now. And because of the situation that I was in, as soon as I saw it, oh my gosh, I just got that fireball in my belly. And I knew that this was what I needed. This was my ticket to freedom. This was the vehicle that was going to help me get back out of the mess financially and to actually create a life that I love on my terms. And we have, like, it is amazing. And we're only just at the beginning. Okay, so inviting fundamentals, that is it. Now I have, this chat's gone quiet, guys. So, we've actually had a couple of people drop off. I think they got scared. And guys, if you're not going to invite someone, like, resign your business position, seriously. And just go enjoy the dream trips. Be a member, because this is a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll cost you like a hobby. You may as well save the, $20 a month on the business and just enjoy the holidays. Like, if you're going to be a business entrepreneur, you got to take action. You got to invite people. You think of any business that you go to, every business has customers. If you don't have customers, you're not going to earn any money. Whereas if you treat this like a business, you learn the system, you plug into the training and you take consistent action, then this will pay you whatever you want it to pay you. It's uncapped, it's unlimited. You could be the next Sashin, youngest triple IMD, earning a multiple 7-figure income. Like, how cool would that be? So it'll either treat it like a hobby, it'll cost you like a hobby, treat it like the multi-million-dollar business it is, and in time, it will pay you a multiple 7-figure income. And hey, that's what I'm playing for, but it takes taking action. So super important. Who's reached out to someone? This chat box is very quiet, peoples. I'm getting a little bit worried. Okay, so let's go to the next step. So we've done the invite. Now we want to share this. Now, before we share this, it's really important that we know how to segue it. So maybe you've got that, mindset, negative story going that, I don't want to invite them over for coffee, and then know what to say. You know what? Worst case scenario, you catch up with someone for coffee, you stuff it up, you don't invite them, and you just enjoy their company. Like, is that so bad? At least you've practiced. You've been in the game. You're on the court instead of, out on the sidelines watching. If you go to a tennis match, it's the people on the court playing the game that are making the money. You as a spectator watching it, you pay to watch them. It's the same with this business. You want to be on the court, you want to be in action, and that is how you get paid. Now, I've just seen this chat. Yay, Rosemary! Woohoo! Go, girlfriend. I'm so proud of you. So Rosemary has sent a text. How simple was that? I'm so proud of you, Rosemary. Keep going in the chat. Let us know once you've sent a text. And Rosemary, would love you to just comment. How do you feel? I bet you are just feeling so excited now because you have taken action. And at the end of the day, you don't need to know how to do anything else in this business. If you can invite, you can be successful because your upline leader, our World Ventures team and community can help support you to do the rest. Now, Rosemary, I'd love you also, if you can, comment in the chat box. She says she feels great. That is so awesome. Well done. Comment if you can in the chat box and just type in what was the text message that you sent. And that way you can show everyone else how simple this is and what you have actually texted out, and let us know who it was. Like, was it your friend, a mum, just to kind of give people context of the text that you've sent as well. So well done. I'm cheering for you and I'm really, really proud of you. That is so awesome. Alrighty. So now sharing. So we've invited them and they've said, yes, I'm free this afternoon. They're coming around to your place at 3:30 because we're going to go live on our presentation at 4 o'clock. So now they've arrived, you're having your cuppa, maybe a beer, a glass of wine, whatever it is you're doing. And now you're starting to feel nervous, right? You're like, oh my goodness, what do I say? How do I now get them to jump in front of a computer with me? This is, again, you're not going to go weird. I just want you to have a conversation. Now, there is a little structure on how to have this conversation, but again, it's super, super simple. It's called our 3-step setup. Now, again, you can go to your Dream Trips app, go to more rep tools, watch the 3-step setup video. You can also go to, see if I can bring it back up on my screen. Oh, no, that's Lou Hardy's. See, I've just watched for the second time Lou Hardy's Fast Start training. How amazing is Lou? So excited that Lou has hit IMD. Oh my goodness, she is just an amazing woman. So love you, Lou. Our warrior princess she is. So remember, you can also watch your quick coach videos here on the World Ventures YouTube channel. If you just go to YouTube or even Google and type in World Ventures quick coach 3-step setup, this video will come up. And look, it's literally 4 minutes. It's so, so, so simple. And again, you've then got the best training for you and your team. Alrighty, so what the heck is a 3-step setup? This is the best way to be able to segue to actually have your friend see the information. So sharing the presentation. So once your appointment starts, share why you're doing World Ventures following our 3-step setup. So in preparation to work this out, I want you to think about, what's your why? So what was the primary number one reason why you said yes to joining World Ventures in the first place? What do you love about World Ventures and Dream Trips? What did you see was possible for you that wasn't possible without this amazing gift we called World Ventures? So your why is the first step. Now look, it says here, what motivates you? Now it's not just about money. It's not just about things. It's what's the emotional driver behind your business decision to build this business? What is World Ventures a priority? Why is World Ventures a priority for you? So for me, it was a number of things. We had lost our business and we had no income. So that was the first thing. I wanted to get ahead financially and get out of the financial mess that we were in. The second thing is I wanted to have quality time with my kids. I was sick of working my ass off in my business and exchanging time for money that was taking my time away from the kids. I was working harder and harder and I was missing all those magical moments. And at one point we had a full-time nanny and oh my gosh, it just broke my heart the day that she said, Zach took his first steps, and I missed that, because I was too busy freaking working, just to survive. So they were my first two. My third one is I wanted freedom. I wanted to be able to travel, create an amazing lifestyle and live life on my terms. And, since we've done this, we've had 27 holidays. We've lived on an island. We traveled full time for 18 months and we are super close to taking off again for another 12-month adventure with our big dream of sailing around the world. And that's what's possible with this business. So there's some of my reasons why. But when you're sharing your why, and I hope you're writing down what's your why? Like anything that I'm sharing that you're going, oh yeah, me too. Write that down, because everybody's why is different. But the reason you want to share your why is to be open and vulnerable so that they're listening to you, nodding, going, yeah, me too. Now, 97% of the world is struggling financially. Only 3% are financially free. So therefore, there's a pretty good chance that 97% of the people that you talk to are also going to be struggling financially. So your why could be, oh, you know what, I'm just working so hard in my job. I never get to have time with my kids, but there never seems to be any money left over at the end of the week. There's always more week left over than what there is my pay. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I found a way that I can earn some extra income to get ahead financially so I can start going out to dinner more, you know, giving my kids experiences, you know, giving them the life that they deserve, setting them up for their education, you know, so that I don't have to worry about money anymore. 97% of people will be nodding going, yeah, me too. Now, when you're sharing your why, like when I shared mine, there's a whole heap of, there's lots of parts to my why. So when you're sharing with someone, you want to share and connect with something that you feel they're going to connect with. So if they're a mum, for example, I'm going to totally share the mum part of my story about having time with my kids, that I've gone from working full-time, having a full-time nanny and never seeing my kids, to now being a full-time mum. I work my laptop lifestyle business around the kids, and I'm homeschooling them. So I get to be with my kids 24/7, which absolutely makes my heart sing. And now my kids get to learn history and geography from where it happened, not out of a textbook. Like, it is amazing. I've just seen them grow and blossom over the last 2 years. So I'm going to share my mum why when I'm sharing with other mums. Or if I'm connecting with another business owner, then I'll share my business why. You know what? I was just working harder and harder in my business. I was so stressed. Like, we were in debt over $1 million. You know, I was sick of having my, you know, managers, my franchisees, you know, we just seemed to be always dealing with drama. And I was just over it. I just wanted freedom. And now I've found this really cool laptop lifestyle business where the only person I need to report into is me. I get to do what I want when I want, and I still get to create an amazing income and make a difference to other people. Now, if you haven't done the colors, if you don't know your colors, and this is just a little segue here, we have 4 personality styles: red, green, blue, and yellow. So if you know your colors, pop in the chat, let me know your colors. I'm just checking it on time because I know I get excited. Jeepers. All right. It's like 40 minutes already. Thank you for being online with me. I get a little bit excited about this stuff. Alrighty. So with colors, go to Marker Setter. Let's do it together. I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to go Google. I know the address, but I'm just showing you what to type in. So Google, let's go. Look at that. It comes up. Marker Setter, who is our director of training, in case you don't know who Mark is, he basically is the World Ventures god when it comes to our system, our training. He is amazing, and he'll be coming to Melbourne the last weekend in March. So you want to be there for momentum. He is out of this world incredible. So Marker Setter personality test. And we can just click here, Marker Setter personality test, dun, dun, dun. It'll come up in a second. And take your test. Work out what personality you are. Read through the information, watch his videos, get Living in Full Color at our next event, which is the product that explains it. And basically, there are 4 personality profiles. When you're sharing your why, to take it to the even next level, share in the way that that person's color is. So if they're a blue, they love to have fun and party and be loud like me, then you want to be excited and share that part. If maybe they're a yellow and they're a bit more conservative and they don't want to stand out, but yellows love to help other people and give, then maybe you want to talk about, our volunteers, and that this was a way that you were able to go on holidays, be part of an amazing service project, and be able to give back and make a difference in the lives of children all around the world, leaving a legacy. So that would be a really great way to share your why to a yellow personality. Reds, like me, are very driven, decisive. They want to get to the top. They want to make money. They're very competitive. And we've talked blue and greens. So greens are our systems. Oh my goodness, I have found a simple system where you can actually save on travel and make money online. And we have an incredible system, an incredible training program. There's people to support you. So that would be what a green C style wants to know about. Okay, so let's come back. Okay, so basically the 3-step setup is your why. And I know I've talked a lot about why today, but your why is when you lose your way, you've got to focus. You've got to come back to your why. So people don't lose their way. They just don't know their why. That's what it comes down to. Where do you have your why? Like, do you have a vision board? Do you have your goals? Do you have pictures? Do you have reminders on your phone? Maybe the desktop on your computer. Have pictures of your why. Have your dreams. Involve your kids. Like, we ask our kids every year, what do you want to experience this year? What do you want to have this year? What do you want to learn this year? And the number one thing for both of my kids this year is they both want to go to Dubai. So, of course, now Dubai is on our bucket list for 2019. Now, with regards to ranks as well, just a little parent tip, if you have kids, sometimes the kids might be like, oh, you're going to another training, you're going to a travel party, you're going to be away from me, and, they're going to, do their little kid thing. So now what we do is every rank, we have a reward for our kids. So for example, when we hit director, both of the kids got new iPads. So they were like so excited, like, Mum, when are we going to hit director? And now when we hit marketing director, they get a new laptop. So like, are we at marketing director yet, Mum? Like, do another presentation. Who can you talk to? Because they're getting rewarded. So that's their why. They want a laptop. So I know that we've kind of danced around this. So your why and staying focused on your why is super important. So first step, share your why. Second step, we want to share this is a big deal and we're all in. This is you having posture. If you're like, oh, I'm doing this thing and, I'd like you to check it out. I'd like your opinion. Like, that's not a leader. There's no confidence. People aren't going to follow you if you don't have posture. So you want to be like, oh my gosh, like what I've seen is amazing. Like, this is huge. Like, we're in 43 countries and growing right now. We're about to open in the Philippines, which will be number 44, and a whole bunch more after that. Like, this is a big deal. I think we've got now, like we would have to be, if we haven't surpassed it, we must be super close to 2 million members. That's 2 million lives changed. Like, this is a big deal. Now, I mean, look at Matt Morris's team. It grew by over 30,000 people in 1 week. Like, amazing growth right now. There are ranks popping everywhere. So this really is a big deal. And you also want to be, and I'm all in. Have you seen those people that jump from deal to deal? Like, 1 minute they're, selling cleaning products, and the next second they're, they're doing the beauty thing, and then the next second they're doing water filters, and like they're just constantly chopping and changing. People will not follow you if you're a flipper. So you want to stay focused and you want to commit that you're going to be here, forever. Like, we are here, we are all in, we are committed. So people will follow us because they know that we are all in. So you need to, share that with your friends. Like, this is my thing. I'm all in. This is huge. And then the third thing is the takeaway, the no pressure. Look, you may love it, you may not. You may get it, you may not. Either way, that's okay, because you're my insert blank friend, mum, I think the world of you, whatever. I just wanted to share this with you. And my favorite line with that is, because I didn't want you to be really mad at me if 3 to 5 years from now we're earning $1 million sailing the world and you're pissed at me because you're still in your day job, just over broke, and you're like, how are they doing that? Like, why didn't you share that with me? So I need to just get that off my conscience. So that's the 3-step setup. So I'm going to quickly run through the 3-step setup, mine, just a version of it. So let's just say that I'm talking to a mum. So Rosemary, I don't know if you're a mum, but I'm just going to presume that you're a mum right now, okay? So, hey Rosemary, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to catch up with you today, and thank you for meeting me for coffee. It's so awesome to, see the kids all playing together there at the beach. And listen, I don't know if you felt like this, but gosh, for years, I have just been working so hard in my business, and I'm missing out on the kids. Like, they are just growing up before my eyes. And I just was looking for a way that I could have more time with my kids. And, look, gosh, I'm so excited. I have found something which is huge, and it's the biggest industry in the world. And oh my gosh, the system, like, we are changing lives all over the world, helping more mums just like us be able to have more time with their kids. But not only that, to be able to take our kids on amazing holidays and, making amazing memories before that magical window of time disappears before our eyes. So I'm so excited to share what I'm doing. But look, I don't know if it's for you. You may love it, you may not. Either way is totally great. But I just see that you are just such a beautiful mum to your children. And I know if this resonates with you, oh my gosh, I just think you and I could do amazing things and make a massive difference to mums all over the world. Okay? And from there, she's going to be like, oh my gosh, like, that sounds amazing. And then I'm going to push play on a video. That's it. Or if you're doing it online, that's where you can send them a link to your video. And that's it, guys. That is an example of a 3-step setup. Now, I can do that pretty smoothly because I have practiced it and I've done it over and over and over. When I first watched the 3-step setup quick coach video, I think I probably watched that video about 20 times. I wrote it out word for word, and then I filled in the gaps. I wrote out a script, which I then read to myself about 20 times in front of the mirror. And then we have these really cool things called smartphones that have a video on it. So then I videoed myself. And I recorded myself, and I listened and I watched my video and my audio over and over, and I just kept practicing until I could just share it so comfortably. And I also practiced multiple versions of my why. So I've got my mum why if I'm talking to mums, because I don't know why. Not everyone is driven like I am. Not everyone wants to be a multi-million-dollar business entrepreneur like me. Seriously? So I need to speak their language. Like, I've got to speak in a way that's going to resonate with them. If I did my business entrepreneurial why with someone who's a mum who, isn't motivated by money and doesn't want big things in their life, they're going to run and it's going to turn them off. The same as if I did my mum why to a business entrepreneur, like let's just say a 30-year-old male who doesn't have kids, he's going to be like, WTF? Like, what are you talking about? So yes, get clear on your why, but also have multiple versions of your why, because I know there'll be more than one reason why you've joined World Ventures. So write down, and it might be about, giving back and making a difference and doing volunteers, or who knows what your why is. So write down multiple versions of it, so then you can actually tweak it depending on who you're actually talking to. Thanks, Benina. Benina's just put, awesome work, beautiful Kylie. Mwah. You are welcome. Thank you. Rosemary has also popped her text in there. So she sent a text. She feels great. So she has written, Happy New Year. What are you doing this afternoon? And that was to a friend. So it started with, hey, Hamish, Happy New Year. What are you doing this afternoon? So who else has sent a text message yet? Comment below, because our next webinar, our first presentation, is just over an hour from now. So 2, 4 and 6 p.m. we will be doing online presentations on this same link. Okay, so I've spent a lot of time on those first 2 things because that is the most important part that you need to learn. Now, the last thing with your 3-step setup is we then want to show them the presentation because it's sharing the information. Now, notice that that step says share. It doesn't say sell. We're not selling, we're sharing. Now, I used to work in the fitness industry and I'm pretty damn good at selling. And I can tell you right now, when you sell this, people get pissed off, upset, frustrated, and they want to run a mile. Or if you convince them to join, they're never going to do anything and they're going to quit, and then they're going to be pissed off at you because you made them join. So please, please, please share this. And when you do your 3-step setup, like genuinely with the no pressure, there's no pressure. I don't care whether you love this or hate it. I just want you to see this so you can see what I'm doing. If you love it, awesome. I can't think of someone who I would rather build a business with and go on holidays with. If it's not for you, hey, that's totally cool. I'll cross you off my list. At least, I've shared it with you. I just don't want you to be mad at me when, 2 years from now, we're earning a 7-figure income and sailing around the world and you're going, why didn't you show me? So really important that we have the no pressure and that we're just sharing the information. Okay, so how do we share, the information? I've got all these screens open now. So I'm going to just quickly go, and if you're a rep like me, you will have your own World Ventures business website. So you can see here, www. Now, you might have your name. So this part here, the Travelpreneur Club, that's my website. So you'll have whatever your version is, .worldventures.biz. So I'm just going to quickly click on that for you. I'm just going to move my video over to here. Okay, so you can see here that we have 1, 2, and 3. These are all videos on your website. Now, I know this is my website because it's got my name and my rep ID up in the top right-hand corner. Now, this is currently set to US because I actually sent my website link to someone in the US just last night. So you want to select the market that you want to share this with. And this also shows you all the different countries that we are in. So I'm just going to click Australia, presuming that I'm going to share this with one of my Aussie buddies. And the next thing is I want to click video number 2, love to travel. So first step, make sure that you select the right country. And the cool thing is, if you've got a friend who is, say, in Hong Kong and you want to share it in their local language, when you select those countries, or France, for example, you can then download, they can actually watch it in their language. So they'll have a choice. Like Germany, they can watch it in German. So it's really, really cool. So Aussie, number 2, love to travel. I've done my 3-step setup and then I'm literally going to press play. Now I will press play. I'm going to pause it in a second. And you can see there, that is less than 10 minutes, that video. So it is so, so, so simple to be able to share this business with others. So I'm just going to share. Okay, stop. Oops. I think I might have to press escape. There we go. Okay. So at the end of the video, we're going to smile, nod and go, pretty awesome, right? Because if you're smiling and you're nodding and you're excited and you're like, isn't it awesome or isn't it amazing? Then they're going to nod and go, yeah. Because remember, they've just downloaded all of this information. So they're probably in information overwhelm. They've got possibilities going on in their head. They're thinking of holidays and maybe the business and who they think would love this. So they've got a lot going on in their brain. So the last thing you want to say is, what do you think? That is banned, delete it from your vocabulary. So we just want to say, pretty awesome, right? And then go, yeah. And then the next question is, great. What did you love the best, or what did you love the most? Was it the travel, making money, or both? And that's it. Shut up, smile, look into their eyes. That's it. That's all you got to say. Don't say another word until they speak. So pretty awesome, right? Yeah, great. What did you like the best? The travel, the business, or both? And that's it. Let them talk because they're going to process it. And depending on their personality style, they might have to process it. Like it might seem like, a minute is probably only going to be 5 seconds that they're thinking. And they're probably going to go, yeah, both. Or yeah, the business. Or maybe they go, you know what, it's just not for me. And that is when we then want to go into the next step. We're going to edify your leader. So you should have already set someone up that your upline to say, hey, I've got someone coming over at 2 o'clock. They're going to watch the presentation at 2 o'clock so that we can then call them for a 3-way call. So you want to know how to edify your upline leader. So edification is basically talking nice about that person because your friend knows, loves, and trusts you, but we also now need them to trust your upline leader who's going to be on a 3-way call. So this is a really important, if all you ever did was watch 3 videos, the inviting fundamentals, the 3-step setup, and edification, like you'll be able to grow this business. So if I was going to edify Lou Harty, for example, I would say, oh my gosh, you have to meet my friend Lou. Lou has been in this thing for 4 years and she is crushing this. She's a mum of 3. She, used to be in the army. She's like a warrior princess. She is just such an amazing woman. She's become an amazing friend of mine. But what I love about Lou, like she works hard, she plays hard. Like she has built to the top level in this business, multiple 6-figure earner, but she's a mum and she's taking her kids on amazing holidays all over the world. So I'm just going to ring Lou and see if she's available to say a quick hello to you. Or if someone has a question, they go, oh, well, I'm not sure about this part. How does that work? You know what? That is a really great question. I'm going to get Lou on the phone, and then same thing, edify Lou and then get her on the phone. Once you've edified them and your leader is talking to your friend, family, or guest, it's your turn to do what? Zip it. Zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket, smile and nod. You say nothing until your upline leader invites you back into the conversation, because now your upline leader is going to help you. They're going to build rapport with your guests because they know how to do that. They're going to know what questions to ask to, see what they like the most. They're also going to help you close them and they'll help you enroll them as well. So you want to make sure that you're also linking in with your upline leaders. And when they say yes and they're ready to sign up, you're going to go back to your video, your website here, and you're literally going to click this sign up button. And that is how you enroll someone. So we're going to click sign up. The first thing you're going to have to do is choose the country. So in our case, it's Australia. Click continue. And if you haven't signed someone up yet, like go to this website, practice, have a play. Like just don't put in your credit card details. You'll be fine. Now, right now with our $99 special, we're going to click sign up fee. But then we have to select which membership. Now, what I'm doing right now with everybody that joins, I'm saying, look, it's the same price whether you join as gold or platinum. My suggestion is join on platinum. Let's go hard. Let's share this with people. Let's help you get your 4 so you've got your fees waived. And hey, worst case scenario, like a couple of days before you're due for your fees to come out in a month, you just downgrade to gold if that's what you want to do. So it just makes sense to do that. Otherwise, if you're a gold and then you want to upgrade, you've got to pay a whole bunch more money to upgrade. So it totally makes sense to just start everybody right now on platinum. So we're going to select platinum. And then, of course, if they want to do the business, we're going to select the business as well. Now, if they're going to do the business, we also need to do the next step, which is to educate. And that's where we want to recommend our Advantage training. So our Advantage training is our online World Ventures training university with the best training from our most successful leaders. So this isn't like university where you're learning from someone who is a professional student who's now a teacher. This is someone who has the rank, they have the income. To be a knighted trainer with our company, you need to be an IMD earning a minimum of 25,000 US a month. So, and even then you have to be selected. You can't, one of my goals, my dream is to be a knighted trainer, but I can't say, excuse me, Mr. Marcusetta, I'd like to be a knighted trainer. I need to earn the right and I need to be invited to be a trainer. So we only have the best of the best of the best who are there training us. So this is awesome because like our next training event here in Australia is Momentum, which is the last weekend in March. So like that's a long way away, right? So in between, you can be listening to these incredible trainings. We've got a secret squirrel online Facebook group for our Advantage members. And every week we have one of the top leaders. I think last week or the week before, we actually had Mark Asetta himself go live in that group. And the training is amazing. But what's really cool is because it's live, you can be, typing in questions and comments. So it's like having a one-on-one conversation with Mark Asetta or Millie Leong or, any of our Travis Just, like any of our top trainers from all over the world. You can actually be interacting with them. And look at the price. Like for our Full Advantage program, it's $20 a month. Like seriously, that's a cup of coffee a week. That is like insane value. Or if you want to just do the light program, it's $7 a week. Like that is such a small amount. So I would highly be suggesting that they select one of those as well. So let's just click the World Ventures, Advantage. And then you click continue. Dun, dun, dun. And then it's super simple. You're basically just going to fill in all the blanks, put in all of their details. Once you've popped it in, click continue. You'll then go through to a page to put in their credit card details. You accept all the terms and conditions, press submit, and then you've enrolled your first customer. It is that simple. Now, guys, the other thing is don't be one of those people who wants to sign up everyone's people. Like if your person that you've just introduced has someone to sign up, get them to sign them up. Show them how to do it. Be a support person, but show them how to do it, because if they have to wait for you to do the sign-ups, again, you're holding people back. So if someone's ready to join, you want to be able to get them in and enroll them straight away because they're excited. Like they want to be able to log in to their Dream Trips app, have a look at the trip, start their training. So don't be the person who's getting in the way because, you want to feel all special and important and process the sign up. Teach your team. I've even had people sign themselves up. I'm like, you know what? I've got back-to-back presentations today. Here's the link. It's super simple. I give them a few steps. I'll say, when you're ready to do it, just like let me know, or we can do it right now. It'll take, just a couple of minutes. And I go through and do it with them. If you help someone sign themselves up, then you've already trained them in how to enroll someone. Like, how simple is that? It just makes sense. Okay, so we've just gone through enroll. So the other question, so once you've done the pretty awesome, right? Yes. What did you love the most, the business and travel or both? They answer, great. Are you ready to get started? Or great. Are you ready to join the team? Or great. Are you ready to come travel with us? Great. Are you ready to come play with us? Great. It's just so simple to ask that final closing question. And again, you've got some more scripts there. And it's so simple, as we've just seen, to be able to help get someone started. I've just shown you how to enroll them and do the sign up. And then the next thing, if someone is a rep, like I said, highly, highly recommend our Advantage training. And we want to get them immediately booked in for the next event. So those events, I'm just going to go back here. And I've just gone back to my website. So you can go to your website. There's a link here that says events. So you can click here for events. And all of our events are here. So our next big event in Australia is called Momentum. So you want to click Momentum. Now, don't register for Birmingham. If you are in Australia, you want to make sure that you select the right event for your location. So I'm going to scroll down, Momentum Australia, and I'm laughing because that has happened to so many people in my downline who I haven't had this conversation with. They've gone and booked an event somewhere completely different. And if that happens, just ring support. They will switch it over, but it can be a bit of mucking around. So just make sure that you choose the right location for the event you want to attend. So Australia. So you can see here the dates are Friday the 29th of March through to Sunday the 31st of March. So it's Friday night and then Saturday, Sunday. And the location is Melbourne. Right now we have an early bird price. It's only $199. So that's $100 off your ticket, or go VIP. I love VIP. I think I missed one or two events where I didn't go VIP. But VIP means you sit right up the front, and that's where the leaders are. So if you want to be a leader, again, success leaves clues, go VIP and get right to the front of the room. But hey, just book a ticket, get yourself there, put a bum in a seat. Many of the leaders started up the back at their first event. So if that gets you there, all good. So grab your ticket and so just register now, and that's it. You can see there's the schedule. Now, just super quickly on the trainers, we have some incredible trainers coming out here. We have Dr. Wu. Now, Dr. Wu is a retired dental surgeon. So he has gone from stinking breath to traveling full time. He's $1 million earner, which means he's earning over 1 million US every single year in this business. So if you are working full time and would love to learn how you could travel full time and be paid more than $1 million a year, do you think he would be someone who would be good to learn from? Because he's done it, right? And he's an awesome trainer. He is funny. I actually had him for a regional training on the Gold Coast probably about a year or two ago, and he is such a great trainer. He's so funny. And guys, I look at it like this, like, again, let's just come back to that mindset. You might be thinking, oh, but it's more money and I can't afford it. Well, if that's your mindset, you absolutely need to be there. And if you don't have the money, again, you need this event more than the event needs you, because you want to get yourself out of that financial mess so you do have the money. You want to hang around with, who's your circle of influence? If you're hanging around with a lot of broke, negative people, then you're just going to be the next broke, negative person. These events are full of people who are successful, people who have big dreams and goals, people who are driven, people who are results producers, people who are up to something, people who have huge hearts, who want to make a difference, people who love to serve, people who love to have fun, people who love to travel. So this is your tribe. If you've ever felt like you don't fit in, go to a World Ventures event and you will feel like you are home with all the other black sheep that didn't fit in all around the world. And people from every demographic, from young to old, from black to white, from every culture, rich, poor, you name it. And we together form the World Ventures community. And, we are getting trained by the best of the best so that we can also be the best. And again, success leaves clues. All of our top earners never miss an event. All the people who attend the trainings earn, I think it's 26 times more than those who don't. So if you want to make more money, get to the training. If you want to be able to fast track this, get to the training. If you're feeling overwhelmed and confused, get to the training. And I promise you, out the other side of that event, you will be able to completely run and fast track your success in this business. And if you don't go to the event, you're going to be more frustrated. It's going to be more painful, more slower, and you won't just lose, you're going to lose 6 months of momentum that you will gain if you go to the event. So I can't recommend the events highly enough. I've paid $5,000-$10,000 a day to go to, coaches and training. And this is a fraction of the price. And our events are the best in the world. Okay, enough on that. Book your ticket. Alrighty, so we have now done our system. Invite, share, enroll, educate. I'm going to take a quick drink of water and pop in the chat. Who has invited somebody? Have you invited somebody? Let me look in the chat. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so Rosemary, I know you invited one person. Have you invited anyone else? How are we going with our inviting team? Okay, and guys, just quickly on this sheet, you can see here, BAM FAM, book a meeting from a meeting. So it's really important. So from here, what are you going to book? From this training, are you going to be back online with me at 2, 4, or 6 with a guest? And even if you don't have a guest, jump back on. Learn, listen to other people presenting. I used to, listen to all of our upline leaders. Right now, I've got a bit of a crush on Matt Morris, and I have listened to his presentation 100 times, because if I want to be the best, I need to model and copy the best. So listen, join me online with whether you've got a guest or not, but have a guest, invite someone. Now, who are you going to invite? So making your list. So let's write a list right now. Who are 10 people that you can reach out to? So to give you a few conversation starters for your list. So who are people who are successful or in business? Who are people who you love to hang out with? If you're going to have a barbecue, who would you invite over? If you were going to get, if you're not married, if you're going to get married, who would you invite to your wedding? If you won 10 tickets to a free holiday, who would you want to have on that holiday with you? If you had to ask someone for advice in business, who would you reach out to? Who is the most positive, happy, excited person you know? And no, you can't write me on the list. I'm already in. Who is a mum that's working who you think would love to be able to, have more time with their kids? And look, I'm a mum, right? Yay, Rosemary sent another text. Well done, Rosemary. Good job. So I'm a mum. I've also been in business. I'm also a business coach. So who do you know who is a business coach, someone who's self-employed, someone who's in business, someone who's a mum, any of those type of people? Invite them to jump on because they're going to resonate with me. I'm going to share my story. I'm going to be talking about family. Who do you know that is a family? Have a look on your Facebook page. Look through your Facebook friends. Who is on a holiday? Who wants to go on a holiday? Who's just come back from a holiday? Who would you like to go on holidays with? Who have you met on a previous holiday? Like, it shouldn't be rocket science to come up with 10 people. And seriously, if you can't come up with 10 people, you need to go have a conversation with yourself in the mirror. Have a look in the mirror and say, am I freaking serious with this? Because I'm telling you, you are not. So you need to come up with 10 people. And even like me, if you've been around for a while, I went through my hot market pretty quickly. I'm just constantly meeting new people, but you can go back to people. Like, we've got the $99 promo, right? You could go back to everyone you've ever shared this with and go, oh my gosh, you are not going to believe this. What are you doing this afternoon? Okay, I'm getting a little bit excited. That's me. I'm excited. I listened to Marco Seta. Get excited. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to put on your power playlist. So what are your power songs? So I'm going to let you know a few. You could just, look them up even on YouTube. So I love to listen to Firework by Katy Perry, This Is Me, Fight Song, Try Everything by Shakira, Timber, Eye of the Tiger, Let's Get Loud, Roar, Lose Yourself, I Just Want to Be Happy. There's a bunch of songs, right? Oh my goodness, Rosemary is on fire now. She is texting like an amazing, crazy woman. So she's just sent her third text. So this is the time, guys. This is the time for action. Now, I'm going to hang around for another 5 minutes or so just to help you with the inviting. And then I'm going to go grab a quick bite to eat so that I am all fueled up and ready to give the absolute best presentation I've ever given for you and your guests. So we've got 2, 4, and 6. I had to think about that. I don't know why, because the video's on the other side, I've moved it. It's like I had to think about that. That's really weird, isn't it? So who are you going to invite? Start sending those texts out. Hey, what are you up to this afternoon? Or just like Rosemary did. Hey, Hamish, Happy New Year. What are you doing this afternoon? It's so simple to invite, guys. So then invite them either around to your home, or great, if they're close, great, I'm coming over. Take your phone, take your laptop. You can do this in their home. It's easier if they come to you. And it's so simple. Watch it with them. Or if they're remote, get them to jump online and just give them the link just before we're about to start. So edify me. So just a little bit of information about me so you can edify me. So I'm a mum of 2 beautiful children. I also have 3 incredibly amazing adult stepsons. I have 2 grandchildren, 1 on the way. So family is very, very important to me. I love adventure. I love travel. I have had 27 amazing holidays in the last 3.5 years since I joined this company. But just before I had the company, my husband and I had a gym business. We bought a gym. We grew it 500% in a couple of years. We franchised, grew to 13 clubs. So, we were very successful in business. I was also the head coach at the National College of Business. So I coached thousands of business owners. So I have been at the top but I've also lost everything. So if you know someone who's just lost everything, or they're going through a really dark time, you can say, oh my gosh, like I've just met this lady. She's so inspiring. She's doing an online training webinar at 2 o'clock or at 4 o'clock or at 6 o'clock. And I know that, you're going through some really tough times right now. So, this could totally help inspire you and show you a way to get back on track financially. So, again, why do you want to share these people? It's not about getting them or selling them. It's how can this add value to your friends and family? So how are we going with those invites, guys? Have we got any questions? We've got 2 more minutes and I'm going to jump offline, and we've wrapped up with the training. So if you want to just go, would love your feedback below. What was your aha moment, your highlight from the training today? And I'm so excited to be able to do these training webinars, these presentations for you this afternoon. So has anyone else done an invite? Anyone else sent a text? I can see everybody is jumping offline. I'm just going to stop sharing this. So by now, you should have your list of at least 10 people that you are going to reach out to. And I want you inviting. What are you up to this afternoon? It's so simple. Hey, superstar, how are you? Oh my gosh, it's been forever. Or just ring them. Ring people. Hey, Rosemary, how you going? What have you been up to? What are your goals for this year? Like, just share, have a conversation, and then segue using that 3-step setup to invite them to jump on this afternoon. All right, well, I can't see any more questions coming through on the chat. So this is your time to shine. You can now run away and go, yep, that was cool. I feel good. I've had some nice training. I feel inspired. Or you can now apply this and actually have this be the most successful, impactful day in your business. Make a decision that right now, today, you are going to take action and set yourself up for massive success to make 2019 your best year yet. Like, today could be that day when you're standing on stage at Momentum because you have been recognized as director or marketing director or regional marketing director or national marketing director or international marketing director. And you go, you know what? I made a decision on that Super Saturday with Kick-Ass Kylie. I went all out. I took crazy action. I invited 200 people, or go through the contacts in your phone. I've invited every single person in my phone, every person I'm on Facebook with, to jump online. I had 20 people watch this, and then my team exploded. That is what's possible. Remember, anything's possible. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. So guys, thank you so much for jumping online for our Isee training today, for our Super Saturday. It's been my absolute honor and pleasure to be able to hang out with you. And I can't wait to see you and your guests online for our online presentations at 2, 4, and 6 o'clock. So I will see you super soon. Bye. Oh, and it's the exact same link. So just go to kyliecourtie.com/Super Saturday, and I will see you super soon for our next presentation. See you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.